All right, so what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So I said the last pole barn that I would do a build series on our new pole barn, and I got busy and didn't do it. So I am going to do a build series on our new pole barn. We're building a 40 by 40 by 16 foot high building. This is going to be a full-blown automotive shop. Welders, air compressor, lift, everything. So if you're wanting to know how much it costs to build a new shop at your house, you better stay tuned. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so today is the day I am going to start the series on our new pole barn. I waited till we got a little bit done so that we could talk a little bit more intelligently about the barn. First off, before we get rolling, if you have not subscribed, hit that button right now. We got a lot of amazing content coming up. We're going to be doing a full build out of this automotive shop at our house. I know my wife doesn't like me calling it an automotive shop, but you know what? That's what it is, because it's going to have a car hoist and all the goodies in it. So we're going to do a full build out, because I know a lot of people right now are trying to build stuff. I keep getting questions about this, and how much does it cost right now to build these buildings. So we're going to kind of go through that. We're going to go through the building stages. Right now I'll show you how it's looking. All right, so now we have two walls up right now. Sorry guys, I'm like sniffling because I just got done running that chainsaw for a little while. We're waiting on our posts and stuff to come here because for some reason they did not come. So up here, let's walk around to the front. So this is the front of our building. We have two 12 by 14 doors going in here, so we'll have two bays. Over on this side, we will end up having a man door right here, so you'll be able to come in. There's a nice little space here. The goal is, back in this corner, probably a 10 by 12 or maybe even a 12 by 12. I'm going to put a loft in right there. And then there's going to be an 8 foot, well, probably 7 foot by 10 foot door going right there. Over here is going to end up being my car hoist. And then obviously this bay will be room to hopefully pull in the Cherokee Chief and the CJ7. And then over here, I should be able to pull the Duramax in. That's what I'm hoping. It should work out. This is a 40 by 40 barn. So then my goal is, you see this wall right here. So it's about a 4 foot distance right there. So I'm going to have 4 foot on the side of where my hoist is going to be. So this will house the welder, the air compressor, my toolboxes, some storage, my bench. And then back on this wall will end up being the pallet shelves. So the last building was 14 foot high. I decided to go 16 foot high in this building for a couple different reasons. Reason number one, it just feels a lot bigger. Even though it's another 2 foot higher, it just feels like such a bigger building. You know, we're going to put a ceiling in. We're going to put insulation up there. Sorry again, guys. I'm sorry I'm sniffling. And it's just going to feel like a really good sized building. Now, I also wanted room on top of where my loft is going to be, so that you're not getting up there and smashing your head. Eventually I'm going to get a skid steer or something that has forks. That way I can store stuff up on top. It's going to be a heavy duty loft, so that I can store stuff up on top of it. My main goal in this building is to get everything I can off of the floor. That way I'm not I'm maximizing the room I have on the floor in the building. My garage is bigger than the other house, so I'm hoping I can get away from having a shed, and I'm hoping that this is big enough. We'll see. I'm sure I'll probably end up with a shed, because I'm probably not gonna want the lawnmower and quad and everything in the pole barn, but we'll find out. My brother-in-law does it just fine with his pole barn, so I'm sure we will. And then if my wife is watching this, she'll just tell me to get rid of stuff, and then I won't need a shed. But you know what, whatever. So I'm pretty stoked about it. basically what I'm doing now is I got a whole bunch of brush behind me, and right now the pole barn guys have the telehandler here, so I am cutting up the stumps and getting them out of here because they're way too heavy for anything I own to deal with them right now. So let's utilize this heavy equipment while it's here and kind of get this place cleaned up a little bit. So there was a bunch of trees up in this section. I already had the excavating done. I did do video of it. So there was a bunch of hickory trees. If you guys know hickory, this shit is so freaking hard. My saw is pissed, but it's, the old steel is just chomping right through it. So this thing's working out pretty nice. Not gonna lie. It's kind of working perfect. I would not be able to do this without this telehandler. So let's keep going down the log while we got it instead of putting it on the ground. And this is the big reason why I wanted that telehandler, because what the hell am I going to pick that up with? That thing weighs a freaking ton. And then I have all this wonderful brush to cut up and burn. So this is going to be a little bit of a project. Dang nabbit, we spit the chain, and when it spit it, it was at full RPMs and damaged the chain. I have another one, but I do not know where it is right now because when you move, everything gets thrown everywhere. So we're gonna move the stump and then go hang out with the family. So it is what it is. Low big, still got roots attached, but chainsaw's dead, so gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so we got the big ones out. We got two small ones, but like I said, unfortunately, it kicked the chain, and I cannot find the chain right now. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. A little bit different than the other ones on the channel, obviously. So we're just kind of getting stuff set up. Skylar, I love you. What you doing? There's my daughter. And on Tuesday, we got another little daughter coming. So yeah. Things are going to be crazy around here, but we couldn't be more excited. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more info as we build this out. I am going to keep it a surprise on what color we did for the barn because it's going to be pretty sweet. I'm super stoked about it. My wife just kind of smirked at me, but all right, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. All right, I'm just kidding. We're not done yet. I told you guys that I would start up the CJ7 in the last video, and I did not because the oil pan was off. And now it is all sealed up, running good. I put some Flowmaster 44s on it, so it sounded amazing. So we're gonna end this with some horsepower.